This is Dr. Lou Cella, sport and performance psychologist. Okay, so the whole goal I have with my clients is to win 3+ football games this year. So we're going to add to that win total. So if they won 2 games the year before, the goal is to win 5+, 5 or more. The goal is if they didn't win any is to get to 3 or more. 1, get to 4 or more. I'll be honest, guys, most clients that I get are at the bottom and they want to get their seat at the table. That's the truth of it. When I get a client that won 4, 5, 6 games the year before, the goal is to have them make a run at states. That's the goal. So when head coaches decide to invest to become clients, the return on investment is 3 or more wins to the previous season's win total. The only exception would be is if somebody comes to me, they had an unbelievable senior class and they're starting over and they got to play all young kids. That would be the only exception. Then the exception is to get them back to where they were with much lesser players. Okay, so for just about everybody, the return on investment is 3 or more wins. So how do we get 3 or more wins? By running the under center triple option offense, also known as the flex bone, also known as Air Force's 2023 offense. I'm going to share this with you today. It's a basically I want to say it's a 3-step procedure, but there's 3 things you really need to know. And I've said this in other videos, so if you're listening to all 3,400 of these videos, you're going to hear this before. This probably won't be anything new, but it's a different twist. But here are the 3 things that I do with my clients to get them to win 3 or more games this year. Number 1, I teach the coaches how to install as they play call, because that gets to the brutal truth about the offense. You install concepts as you would play call them. So basically, it goes to the whole if-then methodology that I've been talking about for 3 decades. You do this, if you get 4 yards, you keep it going. If you don't get 4 yards, you do that. If you don't get 4 yards and they do this, you do that. That's what I've been teaching my clients from the beginning. Now that procedure, the concepts in that procedure change because when the academies change, the data changes. And I go with the most recent data because these academies have come up with the most recent conclusions on how to get more yards per play and more points per play. So that's the first thing. You got to install as you play call. The second thing is you got to play call as you install. Your mindset of installation is how you call the game. How you call the game, the mindset is how you would install in the specific proper order. There's a specific order you have to install everything. It's not enough to have an installation process or a play calling process. You got to understand the process within the process and then that process within the process. So until you get to that, there's going to be a lot of mistakes you make. Where I come into play is I make sure that you transparently understand the process within the process within the process so you can thrive in advance. But it's those 2 things are huge. Install as you play call as you install. Because that gets you to the brutal truth about what you're doing. You no longer waste time with experimentation, distractions, mass deconstruction, because it just screws up high school football programs. And number 3, it's the power of persistently practicing perfect plays. It's the power of persistently practicing perfect plays. It is about executing plays, more plays, faster, so you coach alignment, direction, and maybe 1, 2, or 3 combative elements, and that's it. It's about running a lot of plays. It's about being quantitative. Speed and quantity always trump quality. Stop listening to the baby boomer coaches. Okay, they're wrong. There's better ways to do things now. And the kids are very different now. You're dealing with kids with a very short attention span. Coaches, I'm going to be very honest with you. Most people who watch these videos can hang in for about 2 minutes. My average view on these YouTube videos over the last 6 years is 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So if y'all, as an average, are at 2 minutes, imagine what your teenager's thinking. I know what he's thinking about. Same thing I was thinking about at whether I was 16, 26, 36, or 46. Beautiful women. So that doesn't change. But they're very distracted by beautiful women because they're in a lot better shape, their metabolism is a lot better, and hormonally, man, yeah. You have a very short attention span. So if you're going to get 3+ wins this year, first of all, hire me. Because if you put your career in my hands, I fight to make sure you win 3+ games this year. It's worth the $997 investment in the academy. It's worth the camp. You're going to win more games. You're going to be the alpha dog at your school. And you're going to have the leverage that if you want to go get a better job, because you got some woke Kamala Harris-like administrator, you can go off and get a better job. You don't have to live, with administrators who word salad you to death and basically don't really care about you. You can just go and get a better job and make more money. Because I've had many clients who've done that. Okay, 3 things again. Install as you play call as you install, and persistently practice perfect plays. Did a camp 2 weeks ago in New Jersey. We ran 650 plays in a little over 6 hours. Not an accident. There's a way to do it. I know how. So if you're ready to become a client, whether it's the Triple Option Football Academy for 8, 9, or 11 man, or the camps, which are run right at your high school, you're going to learn how to run Air Force's modern day triple option offense the right way the first time. Under center, flex bone, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna run it to the numbers. I will teach you. And all the numbers are based on Air Force's 2023 data. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. So when you're ready, call me now. Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. Do it today. See you in the next video. Talk soon.